should be a fantastic close to the Conference USA football season. It's the battle for the trophy as we crown the champion of Conference USA right here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Kennesaw State Owls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's Torres. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They'll get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that short completion. And now the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets rid of it on the move. Short pass finds the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on fourth down. First drive of the game. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. The Bearcats come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this is football today, whether you're watching the NFL or college football. Coaches go for it on fourth down. Here's the opening drive. Fourth down on their own side of the 50. Don't even blink. They go for it. To their credit, they pick it up. And they're thinking about trying to get points here on this opening drive.
That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. The Bearcats will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Torres. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Mays. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Handoff to the back. A change of direction. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle, but first down. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A handoff to the back. Great cut there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Torres. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. And he's tackled after the catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down play for this offense. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. It's Torres. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Bearcats will bring their punt team onto the field. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And they'll kick it away here. The returner is brought down. Gets a start for the next drive. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Torres. The pocket breaking down. Down he goes, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Running it back, it's Mays. And the returner will be brought down. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. And this one is caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Back to throw. It's Torres. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And a huge gain with 4. He's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's no good. He missed it. The try is no good, and we're still tied.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Quarterback takes the knee. We're likely not going to see another play here as I'll head to intermission. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They get the second half started with a running play. He brings him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
And everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Using his legs, it's Williams. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result. Some positive yards.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Receiver in motion now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense threatening now, first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. He stalled and then missed a field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Bearcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And at first down, they go right back to him. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Offense getting set. It's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass caught down at the 20. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Bearcats line up on 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Bearcats come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Mays. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing and run and pass extremely well. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, and he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually you're going to hit some big plays.
And the returner will be brought down. Sam Houston's offense back out there now. Now here's the toss play. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Torres. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They call the counter run here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on the screen now. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that puts them back on top.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
You can can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. The sure hands. It's Alexander. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they're able to get him down. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. Could be 55 yards. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Bearcats offense back out there now. Great stop by the defense. Still a 3-point game. Let's see what the offense can do. This is a crucial possession. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've achieved the goal. They've made their case. Now it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do to see if they're going to get that college football playoff invite. And that is going to